Hey, Chico American here. This was the second time I ever got on stage after a long hiatus where I did not bomb. However, I actually did bomb my second time ever on stage. My first time I did great, and the second time I bombed. And while it's been recorded in YouTube, I'm gonna repost it and I'm gonna put some commentary at the end. Let me know what you think. All right, here it is.
I started doing comedy very recently. I posted it on YouTube my first time doing it. Could have fucked it up. And I've been racking my brain for the past week trying to figure out what I'm going to say to one of what I said before. Hopefully you go see it. I talked about terroristic scrotums. I talked about opaque room of grope and rape. I talked about up your butthole gloves. It was great. So what could I possibly fucking talk about that could one up that? Immigrants. That's what I'm going to talk about. Now, don't automatically start lumping me into Trump territory. It's okay to be kind of skittish seeing as how we're in the South, given the history of the South. But not to mention, given our wonderful Mr. President, global dump. But what I meant to say is, I'm an immigrant. There's one of them. Go again. Sorry, guys. I'm one of the few, the proud, the legal. I'm a natural citizen. I was brought over when I was just a tiny little being. My crazy mother brought me over. Some of y'all are already kind of thinking, well, white. If you're a Mexican from Mexico, sorry about the accent. I've literally lived in the South my entire life, so. If you're a Mexican from Mexico, how the fuck you get Simpson? She married a white guy, can I say? Now, she brings me over, wants me to make sure I master the language. How am I doing? And she then proceeds to whitewash the dog shit out of me. Now, how do you whitewash somebody? Step one, speak no Spanish in the home, only English. Even though 3 decades later, she still can't speak any fucking English. I swear to God, I get calls going, hi son, it's your mom, call me back. Remember how I taught you, we say in the South, I loved ya. Love you too, Mom. Step two, change his name to a fucking cartoon character that's been on TV so long, I remember watching that shit 30 years ago. You guys wanna know what Homer's dope is in Spanish? It's dope. Some things really do translate over well. Step three, marry a white guy and raise this dude white. I mean, just whitewashed him. For you, sir. Just use shout, bleach, everything. That last part specifically a white joke, seeing as how I was raised white, but more like overly cautious white guy, not Klan. So, but yeah, everybody notices my difference in the way that I was raised, so it's mostly obvious, like in holidays. Mexicans have like Christmas and the wise men. They had Navidad and the wise men. I had Christmas and a fat-ass white Santa. They ate pozole and tamales. I had turkey and sweet tea. They slept with white women. I did too, so at least I kept that tradition going. And he's like, yay. So no one is more offended about my upbringing than other Latin people. And it's not just Mexicans. I get shit from Puerto Ricans, Brazilians, Venezuelan Spaniards. Literally people who wouldn't even give a shit. I think this one girl who was like half white, half black. And she got into it. She's, the age of we're offended. Offended? How could you not be proud? How could you be proud of like your name or where you were from? And I'm like, I'm very George Carlin about some things about life, such as pride. I don't think you should be proud of your name. I've never understood that. I'm proud of where I'm from. I'm proud of my name. I'm proud of my gender. You literally had dick to do with any of that. Short of Caitlyn Jenner swinging dick and tits, you had literally jack shit to do with any of that. I think you should be proud of, like, if you graduate college, join the military, first time you bang a stripper. My first one happened to be Asian with big tits, and she was in BDSM Dom. It was like a 4 for 1. So, that's a little Mexican joke right there. But yeah. No, see, to me, the Latin culture, Mexican culture is just fucking foreign, alright? I just don't fucking get it. I was raised white. Now, no one is more offended than this than my cousin. I've got a cousin this side of the border, and every fucking family reunion, he comes up to me, waits till I got a drink in my hand, and starts instigating some shit. I'll start, so Carlos, Chico, do me a favor, what it tastes like to drink bleach? Not so much white privilege, but higher credit score than you. Okay, cool. Aren't you like late to go get a latte shoved up your ass at a Starbucks there, white boy? Aren't you due to upgrade your car from a 2-seater or 4-seater now that you've got your 8 goddamn kid? Listen, don't you have like another minority you need to try and go and dominate? Didn't think it was proper to speak about the things your wife and I did between the sheets. That's when he'll start cussing at me in Spanish, and that's when I'll start going, well, in my country we speak, and that's when we start swinging. Anyways, my name is Carlos Simpson, and I'm Chico American. Thank you guys.
So, looking back, if I had to critique myself now, back then, I kind of am a little biased, obviously because it's me, but if you notice, no matter how non-responsive the crowd was, I just kept delivering. And another thing that I noticed was that even though I was inexperienced, I memorized my entire set. I do believe that if you're doing comedy, you're either funny or you're not. So obviously that day, I wasn't funny. And here's the thing, I do believe that there are things like unresponsive crowds, some crowds are not for you, and that might be the case, but at the end of the day, it's on you. You're either funny or you're not. Chico American. Oh, and let me know your thoughts, see if you agree or disagree.